Alright, we have a new chapter of Watamote. This one doesn't have the title listed, which is interesting. I was very, very much hoping that it would be I'll still be suspended, and that the suspension arc would continue with that level of slowness and thoroughness, but I'm not quite sure. So here, Tomoko heading out with her brother early, perhaps because she's suspended? Probably because apparently there's a lot of stuff on the final day. Okay. Final day of suspension, I guess. I know the reason corporations have sports clubs. Having to go to school this early every day is on the same level as being a corporate slave. Ooh. So Tomoko draws a very kind of interesting route to a parallel here. Her brother gets up and goes to school super early every day to get on a sports team. Um, Employees at big corporations also have to go to work that early, and therefore they know if they put sports corps, like if they have sports clubs, sorry, in those corporations, then they'll attract people who already know how to go to work that early every day because of their past in school sports clubs. It's quite something. Final chance to walk to school with your big sister. Don't walk it. It's the last day of suspension. Okay, sweet. I love that we've had 4 suspension-focused chapters with 4 suspension-focused titles. It's just amazing to me. It was 4, right? I'm suspended. I'll be suspended. I'm still suspended. And now it's the last day of suspension. I'm converting from soccer to speedwalking. So that would be very boring. They ride the train together. This is kind of nice, you know, even though they fight a lot and they have very little in common, they're still siblings. And you can see as Tomoko has become more social, more outgoing and extroverted in general, that she's probably getting a little closer to her brother anyways. Best with your club. See, look at this. Look at this proactive encouragement and small talk and friendliness and stuff. Like that's quite nice. And then him saying, "Do your best with your suspension." Well, you know, that's just how it is. So they're back in the same little room, doing these worksheets, having them checked. Even though it's the final day, there's still no end of stuff to do. Both got 100, using their suspension time seriously. Don't really give a shit either way at the time of suspension, though. So I guess this kind of is Tomoko's training arc. We're still not sure exactly what university she's gunning for. It seemed like she wanted that kind of fancy one that Kato-chan is going to. But I think she's still kind of considering some possibilities. And now, because of the suspension arc, it's kind of believable that she'll get into wherever because she studied so hard. But then again, they were also saying, like, this studying isn't really ideal for our university exams. It's just kind of whatever workbooks they had lying around that makes it easy. Yeah, managed to raise my gauge for the specialist subjects. Nice. I could focus more during class after this. Yeah, okay, all right. So I like this. This arc is just a lot of fun in a lot of ways. Had some interesting character development and stuff. But it's kind of playing double duty in justifying future plot developments and such. This lifestyle will finally come to an end. Today's the day their suspension ends. Want to go pick them up? I'll go. Ooh. Everyone is waiting. The whole Tomoko harem is going to be waiting outside. Badly. Oh man, I love that this plot point won't die. That this girl is just so she can't stop thinking about it, and then when she finally perhaps managed to stop thinking about it, or at least like brought it up, embarrassed herself, ended the kind of conversation. It's still haunting her. Oh, the truth has been revealed. She didn't touch them. I'm disappointed too. I thought Tomoko had really hit a base, you know, had turned the corner on this friendship into uncontestably intimate territories. But no, she didn't. She chickened out. Ah. Whoa! After that, she wanted to touch my hair. and I got mixed up. And then king kong kong, the bell rings. Hair. I went to touch my hair. I got mixed up. What does this mean? But what does this mean? And she's like in shock now. Like she's even more obsessed than before. All right. The suspension is over. The mothers have arrived. Will we get to meet Yoshida's mother? That would be kind of interesting. They're all sitting here. This must be the principal. There's Yoshida's mom. Cool, cool. So even though Yoshida, it's clear she dyes her hair, her mom might be an actual natural blonde, or maybe her mom dyes her hair too, I don't know. And then of course Tomoko's mom, who we know and love. Here we get, I think this is pretty cool. So it's like, did you forget it's the principal? I think the principal's been introduced before. But you can see here this hall of principal portraits in the background. And this is sort of Tomoko's wandering vision that she's taking this all in. And we can see, of course, that the man in the room is one of the people whose portrait is on the wall. So we can naturally conclude from Tomoko's observances who the relevant characters in the scene are. That's good manga writing. That's the power of manga being put to very good use. All right, so they're apologizing. Tomoko's looking around like a tourist. Going through the suspension measures. Kuruki Tomoko-san, Yoshida Makisa-san, riding a scooter from school. We'll read their apology letters they submitted during the suspension period. To hear what you'll be doing with those feelings going forward. Start with Tomoko-san. Is it okay to screw around a little? Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not. I would not. I would not. This is a funny joke, but it's not the time. Don't push it. Someone who from another world who kills people with a smile. It's tough not going to be able to go to class for a week. From now on, I want to carry on my high school life seriously without breaking the rules ever again. It's tough not going to class. Couldn't see my friends. Something like that. Wow. Can Tomoko even comprehend what a normie she's being now? To be able to say something like that? Alright, no feedback. Just, okay, alright. I think it's fine. That was a fine thing to say. So the other two delinquent girls, I guess they'd been suspended before, discussing what it was like. Let's just stuff, and then it was over. Oh, it's the dog. It's this perverted dog again. I'm not going to even talk about what they're calling it. It's with this dog. I said gross again. You could apologize. Not gross. Not gross. Cute, cute. Grossly cute. Ooh. She sees a parallel. She's really starting to understand her tastes. She's seeing the patterns and learning what's really up. I'm waiting for Yoshida-san. Okay, so everyone's waiting together. Uchi's getting licked, but I think she loves it. The weird dog, too. So the entrance from here, so if we wait, Kuro will come. Whoa, whoa, yeah, look at this jealousy. These feelings. Bit by bit. They're treating them a little more seriously. It's becoming like a little more real. But I see. The Kato-san has kind of taken her beloved Kuro-chan. And Nemo had already taken Kuro-chan. Tell me not to contact them. It's the last day. Oh, so Yuri's a little peeved too. She would want to have been contacting them this whole time. Sure, are together a lot. Never seen so many people. Good for them. How nice. Oh, how nice. So they leave the principal's office. This is like school leader, long here, meaning like leader or whatever, room, sure. Mothers apologizing to each other. We don't know all what happened here. I'm sure it was a very awkward conversation. 2. My friends are waiting for me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Better go hurry up hurry up and go to them. Oh man, this is a really beautiful moment. Like, you know that Tomoko doesn't tell her mom very much. We just get this sense that that's kind of their relationship. And so Tomoko's days of being a loner and just kind of wandering around on her own from the outside look indistinguishable from her days of social activity and hanging out with her friends. So I don't know if her mom really realizes at all just how popular she's gotten. So this moment. Sorry for getting suspended when you come all the way to school. Sooner than later if you're not going to need dinner. More worried about that than the whole suspension scene. That, I guess, being her former unpopularity. I'm sure she'll be fine now. Look at this big circle of friends. So many friends. And meanwhile, another friend being licked by a dog. How nice. Oh, how nice. A really lovely chapter. So many friends. And yet, every one of them is significant. It's not... It's like Bocchi. In the end, this series became Bocchi. That every friendship mattered. Every friendship was significant in her development and her connections and the way she sees the world. How lovely. Oh, how lovely. Okay. That is all for now. We will look forward to the next chapter, hopefully in a couple weeks, as normal. And yeah, I don't know if there's going to be much left in this series. I'm fairly certain it'll end with her graduating. It'll be very moving and beautiful. But before that, like, what are we thinking? Just kind of some exam arcs? Are we ever going to have kind of a big emotional confrontation about kind of these small but seething feelings of jealousy and resentment? And this, like, we keep seeing little indications that, you know, Yuri is maybe jealous of some people, and Nemo is jealous of Kato-san, and we don't really know what Tomoko's feelings are about these people relative to each other that well. And we had kind of like a little Uchi development like that. Like the Uchi arc they took quite seriously. And they even invoked the idea of a crush. They actually said that word, which blew my mind. So how much further will they go like that? It's like we have these kind of lurking emotional issues, and yet at an end of a chapter like this, the takeaway is like, oh, they're all friends. It's just like a lovely group of friends, you know? So it's like, well, which is it? Like, which one is I don't know. I'm very, very interested to see where this goes. I hope you are too.